Good morning, my beautiful people. It's your girl, Sãdé Teaire, and I woke up winning this morning. And I pray that you guys did too. I'm your host, and I wanted to just give a shout out to all my newcomers. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all my people that have been returning, that always coming out. I see you. Welcome back. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. You guys, listen. We got a topic today, and I kind of just want to chit chat with you guys today on this Monday morning. And you guys, the topic is no more second chances. Listen, I've been trying to figure out what has been going on where I've been seeing people throw jabs at people and they just take them back, or people that I considered friendships and then taking jabs, and then people have the expectation that you should just deal with it. And it is time to start saying there's no second chances. It is time for people to start putting up your boundaries and saying, no, there is no second chances. You show me who you are. You show me what type of person you are. There is no second chances. And I am a witness. Listen, I don't do second chances. I tell you what the expectation is, and that's it. I remember I used to constantly just take situations back. The only thing that I could say that I wasn't a person that always takes someone back was when it came to cheating. Once that happened, it's a wrap. And my thing is this, and I'm going to tell you guys, there are no second chances. Okay? No more second chances. You walking into 2022. Right now it's 2021. I want you guys to start walking in your newness, walking into who God has called you to be. And I want you to have the understanding that when you're dealing with people and they show you who they are, let them be who they are, because you can't change them. But you take the initiative to say, you know what? Thank you for showing me who you are. Now I'm going to go into the direction where I know that I'm able to flourish. It doesn't feel good letting this go, because I'm going to tell you, I've let friendships go. I walked away from them. I don't communicate with certain people. I don't indulge in certain conversations because I've recognized how they were treating me. Conversations that were done behind my back. Listen, God knows. Y'all listen, God knows. I don't care how much of a smile they put on. I don't care how much they want to talk about the goodness of anything. I want you to understand, God hears conversations that you don't hear. When you know that there's people that are, or you're in a relationship with someone that is manipulating you, that is, you tell them, hey, I don't like this, and they still do it, and they're pushing the boundaries of what you stated that you don't like. Listen, walk away. They're showing you exactly who they are. This message today of no more second chances is for you. It's for you. It's your sign that you need to let things go. Let go of friendships that don't benefit you, of where God is trying to take you. Let go of those relationships that are toxic, that have not been moving anywhere, of you constantly asking somebody to do their part and you're the one carrying the weight. You're the one constantly trying to figure out. Stop setting excuses up. No more excuses. No more. It's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. Listen, people that are stuck into families that are just constantly, there's division, there's just negativity, and you're praying and you're wanting unity. Guess what? God will bring things together if that is his will. But when you're walking in your newness and you're trying to better yourself and live according to the way God needs you to go, start trusting and having the faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Listen, having faith that God is going to take you there, that God is going to lead your way. He knows what is happening. But you can't take everybody with you. Start walking in your newness without feeling guilty. And listen, guilt does come. Guilt does make you feel like, that's family, or, we've been friends for this long, or we've been in a relationship for years. I've been in a relationship. And when you start thinking that way, you can't grow, because you're stuck in the past of how things used to be or how things should be. It is time for you to stop giving second chances. It is time for you to start holding yourself accountable and saying, what do I want? How do I want to be treated? How do I want to be filled? When someone shows me who they are, I'm going to start believing people. Why do I need to keep on having them to rehearse something different in a new way, but giving me the same result and giving me the same way that I'm feeling? No, set your boundaries up. Set your boundaries up. And the ones that don't like it, that means they're not supposed to be a part of your life. That means that they have their own journey that they need healing in. Because a lot of times there are many people that are broken. And it's so amazing when you're broken, or you're going through your I don't even want to always say broken. Sometimes when you're just going through a rough patch and God is just molding you, you're able to see things that other people can't see. You're able to see how people are, and you're like, ooh, child. I'm so glad I don't deal with them no more. Child, did God just show me that? You need to start heeding warning and start coming to your senses and say, I deserve more. I love me more. I love my child, especially single mothers. Listen, I love my child enough to know that there is no relationship that is going to be in my household, whether it's family, friends, whatever relationship, that is going to cause me or my child to suffer in silence, or to suffer where there's trauma, where we're causing more trauma as we're getting older. No, there's no relationship worth that. The relationship with God is only going to allow you to prosper. And I just want you guys to know that even though things may seem scary or feel scary, guess what? The outcome is so much greater. You have got to walk in your boldness. You have got to see your worth and how amazing and how beautiful you are. Because let me tell you something, people that mistreat other people, that's because they know you're amazing. That's because they know that you're worth it. That's because they wish that they could have what you have inside you in them. But because they know that you're willing to succumb to how they want you to be, they're going to keep beating you down. They might try to treat you nice for a little while, but then they're going to beat you down even worse. No more second chances. This is your sign. No more second chances. I'm going to give you a story real quick. When I was going through my divorce, my domestic violence case, and I was sitting in court, and this was during criminal court. And while I was sitting in there was a woman. She was right in front of me. She had, it looked like her face was burnt, and she had a black eye, and her lip was busted. It was swollen really bad. And she had a cast on. I believe she broke her collarbone because how everything was positioned. She just looked terrible, and she was she was pregnant, and she was holding a baby in her arms, and the baby was asleep. And she turned around, she looked back at me, and the guy that she was with, because he had a lawyer, she had a lawyer, and the guy that she was with, my mistake, there was a lawyer sitting by her, but he had a lawyer. And there was two lawyers behind me speaking, and she turned around and she looked at me, and she was just like, we're going to try to make it work again. She's like, I'm going to drop the charges. And she's just like, we got a baby on the way. And, he just got angry. It was just a mistake. And we're going to really try to make it work. And she's like, I'm just really excited. And I was just looking like, girl, no, what are you doing? And the lawyers got up and they were just joking back and forth. You know how these women are, just another case. She's just taking them back, and just that's how the cycle goes. And the guy got up, and it was like one of them. He just looked like one of those guys that try to charm you, just well dressed. But the woman that he was with wouldn't be someone that you would think that he would talk to. But who knows, because he beat her down so much, how fabulous she probably was. And the fabulous that's in her, what should come out of her, he killed. And he said, yeah, Judge, she's dropping the charges. This is how she normally acts, how she normally is. And I was just looking at him, and the judge and the lawyer was just like, yeah, Judge, my client, they're working it out. She's doing her normal routine, trying to press charges. And excuse me, And I was just looking at this and I seen it and I was just like, I won't ever go back. I won't ever go back. And in my mind, right then and there, I was like, I ain't dropping no charge. And when I saw her and I saw how miserable and how broken she was, but yet she was trying to put this smile on, like, everything's great. We're great. She had a broken collarbone, broken arm, busted up lip, black eye, face looked burnt off. Like, he was killing her. And domestic violence situations are so real, you guys. You know, October is the month of domestic violence. And you guys, how normalized she made this as if it wasn't. The court normalized the behavior as, you know, this is what it is. Okay, next. I was broken for her. And I'm telling you guys this, all it takes is just a push. All it takes is someone blowing up your phone. All it takes is just someone saying little jabs at you or grabbing your wrist and saying, no, I really love you. I want you to stay. You guys, it's now no more second chances. When you see a red flag, run. It's over. Cool. All right, do it. You know, move on. Maybe get therapy. You know, you might need it. I don't know. But people normalize this. I normalize situations. But when God wakes you up, this is for you. No more second chances. I don't care. I don't care if they're in your child's life. I don't care if, you know, if they're a family member, friendships. Let me tell you something. I drop friends. Listen, when you show me who you are, I'm going to believe you. When you show me how you behave, I'm going to believe you. Okay? If you have a boundary up and I did something, guess what? And you didn't like it, and you say you're going to have to step away for your own peace. Guess what? I command you, step away for your own peace. Because the last thing you need is toxicity, and you want to normalize it. And I wanted to come on here and I wanted to tell you, no more second chances. Believe people when they show you who they are. Believe those friendships when they show you you don't know how certain people grew up. And even though if you do, you don't know secrets that people may keep to themselves that they allow to go so deep inside them that they can't even remember. Trauma is real. Brokenness is real. People are taking lives, and that is a real thing. People that smile and act like everything's great, but inside they're screaming for help, that is real. There's so many people going into marriages broken and are having this imagination that it's going to be this picture perfect thing because of a ring, because of a wedding. Let me tell you something. Marriage is way more than that. It is a work. It is work. It is work. It is not for the weak. And when you go into that, it's where it's a business partnership. It's a love partnership. It's being able to be family-oriented partnership. There is a covenant. It's a huge covenant with God. And let me tell you something. If God did not put it together, it's not going to work. It doesn't work. There's things that come up. But when God places things together, there's certain things you're not going to endure: abuse, manipulation, cheating, brokenness. There's just certain things you're not going to endure. God's timing is the best timing. There are some people that do stick with people in their marriages that have committed adultery. But guess what? That is their decision. But I want to tell you, when people show you who they are, believe them. Believe them. And I'm going to speak to those of you who try to entice people to stick with certain people, or say just try to make it work, or try to make it work for the kids. You need to step out of people's lives, and you need to work on yourself. Because a lot of times especially when a woman is trying to step away, she needs to be encouraged and validated. And a lot of times, especially during speaking engagements that I've had and other women that I've spoken with, when I do events, is that people whisper in their ear, or friendships that they have, girl, it's gonna, that's just how he is. Or other married couples, try to make it work. There was adultery in my marriage, but we made it work. Let me tell you something. When you get the courage and you see your worth and because if the tables would turn, it probably would not have been that way. You need to find the strength within yourself to say, you know what? I know my worth. I know how I should be treated, how someone should speak to me, how someone should love on me, and that is what I deserve. And that I stepped out of line of holding myself accountable. I stepped out of line by saying yes to this person, and now I'm taking my power back of who I am and who God has created me to be. You got to understand, just because people are married doesn't mean they're not broken. Just because they're single doesn't mean that they're not broken. Just because they're in a relationship doesn't mean they're not broken. See, this is a time, especially when you're walking in your singleness, is to start healing and finding yourself and enjoying being with yourself and knowing who you are and who God has already said that you are. And you have got to be 100% within yourself before you can pour your cup into someone else that should also be coming 100% healed as well. It is not our duty to heal somebody else's trauma. That's what therapy's for. That's what bending your will to the Father and allowing God to lead your path. A lot of people need help and you don't even know it because you're caught up in your own emotion and your own thoughts and your own fantasy, your own selfishness. Marriage is work and it can be done. And God does orchestrate things the way that he intends. But I'm here to tell you, stop doing second chances. When people show you from the beginning who they are, when that red flag hops up, don't set an excuse for it. Don't say, I could have. When you start putting yourself up, I could have. Cut it off. Fellas, when a woman shows you who they are and it's dramatic, cut it off. Oh, okay, that's cool. Maybe you need just some time for yourself. All right, I'm move this way. Dating is for marriage. When you're wanting to be married, that means you're wanting to take it to a different level. If that is not what you are dating for, if there's no purpose in why you're doing something, you shouldn't do it. You should just enjoy walking in your singleness and allowing God to work on you. You have got to change the way your mindset operates with your friendships, whether you're on the job. Listen, I've had jabs at my job, okay, where people try to give a compliment and then they gave a jab at me. Listen, when I recognize people like that, I move away. Like, oh, okay, oh, that's where we at. And I'll let them know that's where we at. Oh, okay. And I keep it moving. And we probably won't mix and mingle in no type of way. But I will set my boundary up. And I will make sure that I handle my business, you handle your business, we keep it moving. With a smile and with grace and class. We have got to be okay with letting people go. We have to be okay. That doesn't mean you can't fight for someone that is worth fighting for in a relationship where it's not toxic. Toxicity is not where it's at. Don't allow people to try to smooth things over or gaslight you to start making you believe something that is not. Okay? You guys, I love you so much. No more second chances. When people show you who they are, believe who they are and trust in and believe that God will orchestrate your footsteps. He will lead you in the right direction. And the more and more you get to know yourself, the more and more you allow God to show you who he has intended for you to be. Remember, he's the potter, we're the clay, he's molding us. You'll start seeing for yourself your worth and who you are and who you allow to spend time in your presence, because we don't get time back. We don't get that back. And those of us with children, listen, they deserve the best. And when I say the best, they deserve a healthy you, whether you're with or with someone, and they deserve whoever comes into their life, a healthy version of who's going to bless their life to benefit them to move forward. Because at the end of the day, we all make choices. We all make decisions, good or bad, but the outcome has an effect for our greater good. So I pray that this blesses somebody today. I woke up winning this morning. And I pray that you continue to say, I woke up.
Set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread